It had a little bit of red in it. What color was it?
She reminds me of
that right there. Exactly.
That's Lady Feng.
Who could
I
it be?
expected the pure. Really?
Yo, welcome in, friends, homies. It's your girl, Yogi, and we're back today with episode 10 of the Apothecary Diaries. I want to do like a quick recap of everything that's happened so far. We kind of got that in the last episode. At the end, they did like a very dramatic scene. It was all crimson red, and they overlaid a bunch of scenes from all of the incidents that have happened in the palace thus far. So we've got the young concubine being picked on, not being told about the clashing colors of her robe that she wore to the garden party. Her soup being switched out unknowingly. It had been poisoned and switched with Mao Mao's concubines. So it was caught. But she also ended up eating fish, which she was allergic to. So there was that, which was also part of the being picked on, pretty sure. Well, not pretty sure. And then we had, oh God, it's been so much. There's so much. We had the man with the drinks dying from too much salt, from them literally putting salt in the drinks until he, we have the girl that fell from the wall and drowned, and clawed at this wall. And I think it was confirmed that, I think it was settled as suicide, but I think Mao thinks otherwise. Because like, how did she get up there? Were her feet bound? This, that, and the other thing. We have Jinshi having a different status than what we actually know. He's higher up. And we know who has the burn marks. And it is, I don't know this concubine's name, and I don't remember what her title was either. But she's the one that looks just like Jinshi. Her main or highest or lead lady in waiting has the burn marks. So sus. So that's where we're at now. I feel like that's so much information, and then there's so much going on in this series now. I'm like trying to keep up. I'm literally going to start writing stuff down and creating like a diagram for what goes with what and who references who, because like there's also the whole young concubine being the mother-in-law and how they all relate to each other, and I'm just like, okay, dots are connecting, but the diagram's close to being a thing here for me. I'm like, I need to keep up. I need to keep my ducks in a row and get the pigeons out of there. So now we're here. We also had our moment of Mao being like, listen, if the day comes, do it with poison. That hit harder than anything so far. That was like such a serious moment. And her just trying to be like, oh, you know, shouldn't have said that. He was like, definitely didn't seem like Jinshi wanted to hear that. But I also don't feel like he considered where she's coming from, like her point of view as like her status. And so we're going into episode 10, knowing who the burn victim is. Burn victim? Burn whoever is doing whatever behind the scenes. We know who it is. So we're gonna go find out what they're up to, hopefully. I'm like, if you guys are enjoying the reactions, please subscribe. Maybe drop this video a like, leave a comment down below. Is there stuff I'm missing? Because I'm sure there is. If you guys think anything needs to be clarified, please feel free to tell me in the comments. If you're like, oh, you might have missed this. Yes, please tell me that. Give me all the info. No spoilers, but all the info that has happened thus far. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Is that?
I heard about the girl who drowned. They say it was a suicide. She used to serve at the Garnet Pavilion. Rumor is she was the one who poisoned Lady Lishu's food at the garden party. Lose her title as one of the 4 consorts and be replaced by a younger concubine.
At 35, concubine Adwo is 1 year older than the Emperor. She had a male baby with him back when he was still a prince, but the child died.
He didn't die. Oh my god, it's Jinshi.
If Lady Li Hua fails to bear another child,
No.
she'll probably suffer the same fate.
Shut up.
Even the most beautiful flowers wilt eventually, and those unable to bear fruit no longer serve a purpose.
Huh?
Leftovers from yesterday's tea party.
Oh, thank you! There were more snacks than you could finish, huh? Those tea parties are so grand!
It's definitely a form of work for a concubine.
Good, you're here. Help me out!
I want to ask and be like, are my dots connecting? But I don't want spoilers. But I hope I'm right, because like I feel like
Consort Lishu, what an honor.
I thank you for having me.
Lishu. I need to remember her name. I keep calling her the young concubine.
Perpetually suspicious of the same sex? They seem more on edge than when the Emperor visits. I heard she sends the information she gathers to help her family back home. When you hail from a trading outpost, it's essential to stay abreast of the latest news.
Little pigeon.
That's the taster from the garden party. I'm glad it looks like she hasn't been treated too harshly.
Why she looks so scared of Mama?
Strange how none of the other servants are paying attention to their mistress. That said, it doesn't seem like they're actively harassing her either. It'd be less than ideal if my report to Master Gaoxuan was wrong.
Oh, I simply adore them.
Perfect.
She's so cute, but I'm like, she's so young.
I hope you like it.
Why she always looks so scared? Oh, she doesn't trust her tester?
Oh my. Ailan, I'm sorry. I believe this needs to be stewed longer. Let's find you something else. How about hot ginger water?
Oh, it wasn't poison. She just... Is she allergic
Boing.
to honey?
That's right. You need to go and get your rest.
I'm not too tired to help, you know.
How was Concubines Gyokyo and Lishu's tea party?
Our favorite guy.
Figures it was his idea. Everyone that was present had an enjoyable time.
I am far from being done with you.
Funny, I'm more than done with you.
Did you hear that it was carried out by the Garnet Pavilion servant who drowned in the moat?
I am aware.
That is exactly what we heard.
I've already told you that's not for me to determine.
She was a common servant girl. What reason would she have for attempting to poison concubine Lishu? On that note, can you help at the Garnet Pavilion starting tomorrow?
How polite. Making it sound as if I have any say in the matter.
He's sending her like undercover. She's like his little detective.
Concubine Kyokyo's Jade Pavilion feels homey. Concubine Lihua's Crystal Pavilion is refined and noble. The Garnet Pavilion, home to Concubine Adwo, is practical and simple with a polishing class to it. I suppose I'm to do chores?
These are new faces. Feng Ming, who are they? Assistants for our cleaning day.
Ain't no way that Mama was gonna look at her and not think.
Neither showy
Pure
nor
concert.
voluptuous.
Okay.
She has an
write
androgynous,
that down.
gallant kind of beauty. Is she really 35? Dressed differently, she'd pass as a young civil servant.
She looks just like him! I'd be so upset if they're not. Oh, well, I'll be really upset if she's not a mom. But I'll be extra upset if they're not related at all. It had a little bit of red in it. What color was it?
She reminds me of.
That right there. Exactly. Who?
If you could be so kind, I would like you to air these books out. You can ask the palace eunuchs to handle the heavier items.
I'm sorry, why is your wrist wrapped?
Similar to the Jade
Definitely
Pavilion, the servants here are hard
eyeballed that
workers.
wrist.
There are a few idiots who could learn a thing or two from them.
She's so brutally honest. Oh.
That's all of them.
Is that how you
You've done
air
this
out
much
books?
already? I recognize a hard worker when I see one. Would you mind helping us out in the parlor as well?
Glad to. She's friendly, observant, and praises others freely.
Thank you again for your hard work today.
Sure.
If I'm not mistaken, you'll be spending the night here, correct? Please follow me.
I'm very suspicious of her.
I insist you use this. It'll be cold tonight.
I'm so grateful.
Hope you sleep well.
Something's not right and she knows it. He wants you to put the pieces together. He wants you to meet his mom.
Everyone seems so devoted to their work. And not just the ladies in waiting.
Lady Fengming, I would be happy to take care of that.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I wonder if she ever considered marriage. Or if she chose to serve concubine Adwa for life. As far as motives for the poisoning, fierce loyalty could be one. The high-ranking consort who would be placed most at risk is Adwa. The Emperor is only interested in ripened fruit. He hasn't paid a visit to Lady Lishu yet. Which is fine, considering the girl's only 14.
Thank goodness.
It wouldn't be out of the question to target Lady Lishu.
Can someone help me out here?
The jars are all from an apiary Lady Fengming's family runs.
It's no wonder there's so much of it here, despite it being a luxury.
And Lishua is allergic to honey?
Lady
Yeah?
Lishu? She's accompanied by
Lishu,
just the one
not
taster.
Schwa. What'd I say?
Why is she at the Garnet Pavilion?
Something's not right.
That's what transpired at the Garnet Pavilion.
I see. Go on.
That's all. There's no and or but. I don't know what he's expecting from me.
You're a little bit of both right now.
Let's change the subject. Who among them could make contact with the outside using some special method?
It is Lady Fengming, the head lady in waiting.
Based on?
I noticed she had bandages wrapped around her left wrist. Then there were the colored text plates. They were found wrapped in a woman's dress with burns on the sleeves. One possibility is that it was some kind of code. Although, it's difficult for me to imagine a woman as gentle as her being part of a conspiracy. Then again,
My, you've done quite well.
given the way he's lapping up that honey, he must have already suspected her.
Ding, ding, ding.
Girl should be rewarded.
I must decline!
Don't be so modest.
Am I shocked? He's always been a pervert! Master Gaoshun! Laxatives in your food later! If you weren't so high up, I'd kick him in the groin! Oh wait,
like the
there's nothing there to kick. Should I accept this as an order, or escape with my dignity intact? Why couldn't it be a bowl of aconite soup instead?
Do you have any issues with sweets? I hope you like it.
Wait, why are we having all these flashbacks when Jinchi's about to stick his fingers in her mouth? I don't want to get sad. We were having a moment.
So that's why.
Sorry?
What are you doing to my lady in waiting?
Yokio, I was...
Who gave you any authority to harass her?
Wait, no, come back.
So, could you find it in your heart to forgive him?
Since it was nothing but harmless fun, next time you can do the licking for me.
Me? Licking? That's too much.
I'll volunteer.
Master Jinchi's not here?
No, and sorry for the sudden intrusion.
You may speak. What is it the Jade Pavilion wants from me?
I have a question for you.
Why don't you like honey?
Remember you from the garden party. How can I assist you?
Are you not fond of honey?
How did you know?
It was written on your face.
It was the same look you had eating that fish.
It's not uncommon for someone to get food poisoning and have trouble eating it later.
That's not quite what happened. It occurred when I was only a baby, so I don't remember. But I was...
What gives you the right to ask the consort such probing questions?
Say the ladies in waiting who didn't protect her at the tea party.
The fact that she's being so rude to the virtuous consort alone gives us every right to have her expelled.
I really
So
don't
that's
like
how
these
they
girls.
pretend they're her only allies. By painting any outsider as a villain.
It's our responsibility to look
Shame
out
on
for
all of
lady.
you.
Shame.
No one to rely on except her scheming ladies in waiting. What a vicious cycle.
I don't even know how to feel about her poison tester.
I am here on orders, not because I want to be, but if you have any objections, you should take them up with Master Jinshi.
Wait, Master Jinshi? Directly?
He owes me this much at the very least. Before we continue, one more thing. Are you familiar
Oh my
with Lady
God.
Fengming? Head lady in waiting at the Garnet Pavilion?
That look, though.
Xiaomao?
Xiaomao?
I can search through the court library.
I'd appreciate it.
What did she figure out this time?
I don't know. I can't keep up with her.
Not only is she knowledgeable and composed, she possesses the ability to think through and deal with various issues. Despite her peculiarities, it's still impressive.
The following occurred 17 years ago when the current emperor was prince. He had a child, a son with concubine Adwa.
Jinshi.
That was the one child he had while he was a prince, and Lady Adwa was his only concubine. It says the emperor and concubine Adwa are foster siblings. 16 years ago, the baby died. It was delivered by... I never said it aloud. Someone must have transplanted them there. A man who drags his feet, a former palace eunuch.
His dad? Her dad delivered the baby? Her dad delivered Jinshi? I'm not giving up on this. There's no way that he's not. That would make him 16? He can't be younger than her. Wait, maybe I am wrong. Well, I'm a corrupt yogi. I'm a perv. Perv alert. There's no denying it after that honey scene. I don't even like honey that much. And yet, I would have eaten every last bit. What? Oh my gosh. It's fine. Okay, sorry. I just had to let that out for just a second. The intrusive thoughts are here. Okay. Now that that's out of my system, kind of, it's still here, but it's better now. I'm gonna dream about that every night for the rest of this week. You guys see honey bottles on my desk? Don't question me. Anyways, we got Mao Mao detective on the case. She figured out the whole burn mark right away. She was like, all right, lead lady in waiting. I can't talk. These last, just can't talk. I'm always messing up my words. Mao Mao was like this lead lady in waiting, has the bandages. She's parted this somehow, not sure how, not sure why, maybe through dedication, this, that, and the other thing. We got Lady Adwa. Did I get that right? I don't know. I need to look up their names. Had a baby with the first emperor? Was that right? I need to make a chart. Lost the baby. That was 16 years ago. Her dad's the one that delivered the baby. Is Jinshi 16? There's no way he's younger than Mao Mao. There's no way. But maybe. I feel like there is a way. Oh my god. I don't know what to believe. But if that was the case, why doesn't she, this is killing me. I'm gonna run through these episodes so fast right now because I'm just dying for answers. And more honey scenes. I'm just kidding. I'm such a pervert. I'm just kidding. Okay. So many questions. So few answers. The little baby concubine doesn't like honey because it almost killed her as a baby. Okay. wrote that. I'm writing that down. Allergic to fish, writing that down. Being picked on by her ladies in waiting, writing that down. Not sure about her poison taster. She's always just so like, I don't know if her facial expressions are just because she's terrified of Mau Mau, or if she's behind something and is like, oh no, spotlight's on me, I'm gonna get caught, not good look. Like, I just don't know. I'm not sure where, I don't know, maybe I'm reading into it too much. That might be the case, but regardless, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people and a lot of things to follow in this show, and I'm trying so hard to keep up. I don't think it helps that I'm the kind of person that's always like trying to connect things that aren't quite there yet. And I'm like, it kind of makes things more confusing for myself. Especially, and then I get all like upset when I'm wrong. Or if I'm like way off. I'm like, crap. I'm not a detective. No. Anyways, if you guys are enjoying the reactions, make sure that you subscribe. Hit that like button. Drop a comment. What are your guys' theories without spoiling anything? And until next time, I'll see you guys later.